American businessman is hanging out at a Mexican fishing village, and he sees this nice little fishing boat come into shore, and he decides to take a peek inside the boat, and he sees this basket full of beautiful yellow-tailed tuna. So he turns to the Mexican fisherman and he asks him, "Hey, how long did it take you to fish that?" And the Mexican fisherman says, "Not so long." And the American businessman says, "Why didn't you spend any time longer fishing some more? You could have had 2 or 3 baskets." And the Mexican fisherman says, "This is enough. Enough for me, enough for my wife, enough for my kids. It's okay." And the American asks, "And so what do you do with the rest of your time throughout the day?" And the Mexican says, "Well, when I get back home, I maybe take a little nap because I'm tired from doing a little bit of the fishing. And then when I wake up, I give my wife a kiss. She makes me this wonderful breakfast or lunch, maybe you want to call it, with lots of spice and it's super nice. And then I spend a lot of time playing with my kids. I really like playing with my kids. We laugh. We kick around the football, We like football. And then I take a little stroll because I know that walking is good for my health. The doctor said I should walk a little bit, and so I walk a little. And then I sometimes decide to go into the village. And in the village I sit down, I have a little bit of wine, and maybe if I'm feeling lucky, if it's a good day, I have a little bit of tequila también, poquito de tequila. And then I sit down with my friends. I got some good friends, and we chat and we reminisce, I think you say, reminisce. And then we dance a little bit. I have a friend who plays the guitar. And then when I start to get tired, I take another stroll back home, and I go to sleep and I cuddle with my wife and then do it all over again. The American is shocked, and he says, "Hey, I've got an idea for you. I went to the best MBA program in the world. And I've got some suggestions. We call it in the States a business plan. How about you spend more time out fishing? So instead of 1 basket of fish, you go for 3 or 4. And then from the revenues of those 4 baskets of fish, maybe you can buy a bigger boat. And that's going to give you the opportunity, the capacity, as we say in business school, to maybe come back with 6 or maybe even 8 or 9 baskets of nice tuna. And then once you've done that, maybe you can buy a second boat. And then by then maybe you'll be on a roll. You'll get that snowball effect, and maybe you can buy a fleet of fishing boats, and you can manage people. And once you've got lots of people under your control and lots of boats in this kind of system of boats, and maybe you can skip the middleman, right? Because that middleman is taking a little bit of your cut, and so then you control the fishing, the sourcing, the processing. Maybe you can even open up a canning facility, and then you'll be in control of the distribution, and it'd be amazing." The Mexican fisherman is looking at him very patiently, and he asks, "Okay, and then what?" The American starts to get even more excited, and the American tells him, "Well, after you have this really successful business operation, maybe you can move to Mexico City, and then from Mexico City you can move to New York, and once you're in the Big Apple, you can maybe IPO your company and go public, and once you go public, then you'll be a millionaire. You'll have millions of dollars. You'll be rich." And the Mexican fisherman looks at him very seriously and says, "Millions? Reach? And then what?" And then calmly the American says, "And then you'll be able to retire, and you'll be able to take long naps and have really beautiful meals prepared by your wife, and then you'll have enough time to play with your kids, football, and take strolls and take care of your health, and then maybe go into town and and have a little drink with your friends and listen to some music and dance and then go back home and take a really nice sleep with your wife and then do it all over again.